news overnight.
12 police officers are recovering from injuries right now after violent protests erupted on the streets of Charlotte, North Carolina. And this comes after police shot and killed a man hours earlier in the parking lot of an apartment complex.
Overnight, officers say members of the crowd hurled bottles at police, set fires, and at one point even blocked off a major interstate. News 6 reporter Sashel Saunders is following the very latest developments in this. And Sashel, do we know how serious those officers were injured?
Yeah, Justin, CPD says one was hit in the face with a rock, but they are all expected to be okay. These protests, although they might seem to be for one man, are really a bubbling over from several police-involved shooting deaths.
A familiar scene overnight in Charlotte. On one side, officers in riot gear firing tear gas. On the other, angry protesters.
As they engage him, he is armed with a handgun that we found on scene as well. Makes some imminent threat to them, and because of that, at least one of our officers fired.
Those protesters kicking squad car windows and throwing rocks and bottles. They say officers were wrong for fatally shooting 43-year-old Keith Lamont Scott. CPD says Scott threatened them as they looked for a different man wanted on warrants. On Facebook Live, the victim's daughter tells a completely different story.
He in the damn car reading a book. Y'all run up on him because he black.
His sister saying he was immediately surrounded.
They jumped out their truck. They said, hands up. He got a gun. He got a gun. Pow, 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 pow.
The officer involved, a black man, was placed on administrative leave. He's been with the force since 2014.
And as I mentioned in the beginning, people are upset about more than just Keith Lamont Scott. In the last 20 days, there have been more than 60 deadly police-involved shootings. Bridget.
Sashel, thanks. And that shooting in North Carolina comes in the wake of another controversial shooting. This one in Oklahoma. A Tulsa officer shot and killed 40-year-old Terrence Crutcher Friday while responding to a call of a stalled vehicle. The entire thing was captured on dash camera video and overhead by a police chopper. The department says Crutcher was shot after he didn't obey commands and reached inside his vehicle. The Department of Justice is now investigating, and the officer who fired the shot is on paid administrative leave.